Right, hello guys, it's me, back. As you can hear, as you can clearly hear, you can hear the Fortnite music. But we're not going to be playing that right now. We're going to be playing something else. Actually, nah, I'm going to just. So guys, yeah. So you're expecting like a gaming video today, or like some sort of Q&A. Well, there's not much comments, like questions as well, so like, I can't do that. There's also what else? I can't do gaming videos right now. Like, I can't do it just yet. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll be able to do it tomorrow. I think. I don't really know. Actually, I could do something today. It depends. It depends. But yeah, I just want to show you my backpack and everything for my Save the World. Let's go on backpack, back recycle. Guys, so yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty cool 130s there. I know I had like 3 or 4 of these, just like dash it along. Yeah, hope you are enjoying. But yeah, that's just my Save the World guns. One gun I want to do a build upon is probably the Ghost pistol, but I need to get that at 106 first. So actually no, like I don't think I need to get that 106. You know what? Like I'll just try and do something with it. Right. Let's just get this real quick. Is that one craft it? I'll also be doing a video on the 106 God Roll Siege Breaker and how that works and how good it is. But yeah, you'll see that video soon, most likely. What else? Thanks for the support on the channel recently. It's been fun. What else? Right. So I'll just do a gun review right now. So where is it? The rolls aren't as particularly as good as I want them to be. I've got 3 green and 2 blue. Yeah. Right, let's just start from the top. My Gravedigger 106 Obsidian, it's got nature element, all blue rolls for the nature. It does 90 critical damage, which is blue. 30 damage to afflicted target, which is 30. Another plus 90 crit damage and a 50 magazine size. All blue rolls, pretty good for a Gravedigger 106. Trying to make a purple roll right now. But let's move on to the next gun. Hydra, 2 purple rolls, element fire, which is really rare in the game. 25 critical rating, which is pretty good. Reload speed 50, blue roll. 20 damage, 20% plus damage, which is blue roll, and then 90 crit damage, which is also blue roll. Mercury LMG 106, element energy because it can't be anything else unless you find someone who's modded the game. That's blue roll for the energy element. 20 plus damage, blue roll. 20 critical rating. 40 weapon stability. 40% weapon stability. That's pretty good for a blue roll. 28 fire rate. That's pretty good for a gun as well. So let's move on to the Siege Breaker. Right, 106 Obsidian, God Roll 135 plus crit damage, which is pretty good for a gun. 75% plus reload speed, which is really, really good for a weapon. Element physical and does 44% damage. Basically nothing, no element on it, just makes it 10 times stronger. 75% magazine size. God Roll, that's pretty good. Like that's pretty good for a gun at this rate. 45 plus damage to afflicted targets. Pretty good gun. The Swan Obsidian 100, because I didn't get a 106 just yet. 50% reload speed, 50% magazine size, element physical. I don't think it can be anything else. Modified perks. Oh no, it can be the other ones too, but I'm not going to change the element just yet. Yeah, so that's pretty good for a blue roll. Vinditech Pulsar, level 100, power level 100. Element is energy, only one it can be. 90 critical damage, 50 reload speed, 20 damage, and 24 damage to miss monsters and bosses. I'll tell you what miss monsters and bosses are after this, like in the next episode. Okay, so the Candy Corn LMG, power level 92, Obsidian. Basically every single gun that I have right now is basically going to be Obsidian when I upgrade them all to 106. So let's go on the Candy Corn LMG. 20 plus damage for a blue roll, that's not really good. I'm hoping for better. 40% plus weapon stability, which is really good for just a normal gun. Element physical, and it's 32 plus percent damage. That's pretty good. 90 critical damage, which is really good. 24% plus damage to miss monsters and bosses, which I'll tell you in the next episode and what's that about. Okay, right, let's check the rolls on this one. Yeah, so basically, 28 fire rate to 28% fire rate, 40 plus weapon stability, element physical does 32 plus percent damage, plus 20% damage, and then another plus 20% damage, which is pretty good for a rat-a-tat. Malachite missile called Bazooka, 90 crit damage, 28 durability, 28% plus durability, 20 plus it has physical element on it, 32 plus damage again, 20 damage plus 30 damage to stun, staggered, or knock down targets. So basically anything that's pretty like confused on where it's about, or like the big stars around its head floating around, basically that. Okay, the last word, 4 blue rolls, 1 green, 68 critical damage on the green roll, 50 reload speed on the blue roll, physical element, magazine size is 50% more than it should be, 24 plus damage to miss monsters and bosses. This is a grenade launcher called the Thumper. 2 green rolls and 3 blues. I'll explain everything on that. 68 crit damage, 38 reload speed. Element is fire, plus 10 damage. 20 critical rating and damage to miss monsters. Element fire to damage to miss monsters is blue. 68 crit damage to reload speed is green. Nothing else interesting on there, but I'll go through anything else in the next episode. Let's just check. Right. Okay. There's also new weapons in the store. The night. Well, it's not really new. It's quite old. And the night claw. What else? Let's just check my weapon. Let's just check my melee weapons. I've got a Stormblade, power level 58, with 3 legendary rolls, 1 epic and 1 blue. So yeah, this should wrap it up for today's video. This was just explaining what I have right now, what guns I'll be testing in my next videos. One gun I will most likely be testing is called the Dragon's Claw. I will most likely be doing a video on the Sunsetter as well, which is really rare, and a Riptide, but that I won't use it much in a video because I don't want to lose durability on it. I'll be taking a look at a Mercury LMG2, Old God Rolls 130. That has really good rolls for a gun like this. But yeah, that's about it for this video, I hope. If you want to see more on my channel, basically like gameplay videos and like how I do with Canny Valley, I will be doing Storm Shield build up, but that'll be in a couple weeks, I think, most likely. Yeah, so basically collection book, nothing too special. Skull Trooper and Ghoul Trooper are in there. Wall traps and stuff. Where is it? Okay, yeah. So nothing else interesting in the game that I have right now. So if you want, I will be doing a giveaway on Save the World right now. It will basically be with how will it be? I'm pretty sure I will unslot the super shredder. Yeah, so hold on, okay. Yeah, so that's about it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Bye.